Okay, so now for the monkey heads, we're going to add another empty, which is going to be the emitter for the coconuts. The monkeys. We're going to add an always sensor.
Okay.
Controller, actuator, edit object actuator, and we're gonna say
monkey right there. That's the object that will be added. Okay. All right.
So
and over on your sensor, what are we going to name that sensor?
Let's just name that pulse because.
All right, and we're going to name our empty also.
So monkey emit.
All right.
All right, so let's go back and select the monkey head.
Now we didn't have to name that empty, but naming your objects is always a good practice because in a big complicated scene, you'll have all sorts of things in that scene, and empty dot 001 is not very descriptive, is it?
Right.
All right, so there's your monkey head.
We're going to add an always sensor, name it to init. Connect it. So basically, we're going to do the same thing we did with the cannonball.
Okay.
This is going to move across the screen along the global x-axis. All right, so if we press P, you can see there's our monkey head traveling across the screen.
All right. Obviously that has some issues still with its orientation, doesn't it?
So we're just going to go into edit mode, rotate it 90 degrees, scale it down, and we're going to say center right here.
So you used the center button down there, okay. And that moved the vertices of that monkey head so that the object center was in the center of that group of vertices.
Right. Okay, so now when we press P, we have a monkey head. Alright, so as you can see, there's only one monkey head, and we're going to have them come across more than one. We're going with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to press this button right here.
Yeah, so what is that button right there?
That button makes it so that this is going to constantly be firing positive pulses.
Okay.
We also have this slider right here, which controls the interval at which it fires.
Okay.
So as you can see that's 0. So basically this is going to fire every logic tick, which is 60 ticks per second.
And 60 ticks per second, is that just sort of the default standard? Is that editable in any way, or is that just what it is set up to be?
I believe there's somewhere you can edit that.
But no, just know it's 60. You have to just know that, right?
Right.
60 logic ticks per second. And it's going to fire with 0. It's going to fire one every 60 of these heads a second, right? So what's that going to look like?
Let's find out.
Boom. Obviously a lot of monkey heads. All right. So we'd have to shoot pretty fast to get those. Let's. So we're going to adjust that. If we wanted, how many a second do we want?
Let's try 2 a second.
So that would be fire every 30 logic ticks.
Right. There we go. That's still pretty fast. Another thing we can do, as we're just coming this and editing and testing things, we can change the speed of the monkey head.
Okay, you change it to, instead of 0.1 to 0.05. Okay.
So that'll be a little bit slower. See, it's a lot easier to shoot.
Right, and obviously, when we don't have any logic that says that the cannon, or that the coconut does anything to the monkey head yet.
Right.
So we're not going to see any result at this time. All right.
So I'm just going to change this and make a little bit bigger interval. 45, 45 ticks.
So you may have to go back and forth between, you can adjust the speed of the monkey heads over there under the actuator, right?
Right.
And then you can also adjust the speed of the bullet, the coconut, and then you can also adjust the frequency of the emitter.
Right.
And if we set that at 0, it's going to emit 60 of them. At 60, it's going to be 1 a second because there's 60 sort of, that F, that could be for like firings, right? Like firings, frequency, the frequency of, okay.
Right. So, let me see. So we have that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make it so the monkey heads are going to be shot by the coconut.